Let's face facts. What's the number one problem in the world amongst ourselves, huh? We have enough resources for everyone, there are enough men and women to copulate, and there are plenty of careers or jobs that we are well suited for. So, why, then, do we have so much conflict? Isn't it because of sin, immorality? Going against what's good, which supposedly are the commands of God. Yahweh said to Adam and Eve, "You can have every fruit but that one." And what did they do? Of course it was after being duped by Satan, but still, they did what they weren't supposed to do for the sake of their own selfish desires, right? We have enough resources, but we keep them all to ourselves because people either steal or consume too much. Much more than they actually need to. There are enough men and women to go around to make happy couples, however, we keep having multiple partners, using them, damaging them, and then throwing them out because of our lack of commitment. And although we might want a certain position and prestige, we aren't meant for it. We're just not. But our ego doesn't let us be garbage men while others are living in mansions, so we will lie, cheat, steal, and destroy other people just so we're not subservient to them. This is not human evolution. This is a sickness of the highest order. You know, personally, how your life and those around you have been affected, are being affected, and will continue to be affected by sin. So, how, then, can you say that Christianity invented a disease so it could sell us a cure? It's right in our faces, people. Every single day. Do you truly think this is how the world should be? Maybe not how it should be, but do you truly think that just because something happens often, it should be considered natural? You may like it or can't imagine a world without immorality, but not me. I can't wait. I don't accept things as they are, and I refuse to adapt to them. I'm tired of repeating the same point, but we've all had supernatural things happen to us. There's an atheist who thought about his mother right before she called him, and weird things like that have happened in his life, and he ignores them. Well, he doesn't ignore them, but he refuses to attribute them to God or the supernatural. He accepts any reasoning but the one where the laws of physics, of the material world, or, as you all like to say, the empirical evidence, can't corroborate. If you can't handle a pinky, why do you want the whole arm? Don't ask for evidence when evidence is given to you every single day, yeah? So many things in our lives could have been different. Better relationships and better living conditions. There are so many geniuses that could have changed the world. But why didn't they? Either corporate greed or some jealous person took them down. And we make excuses that if he was truly great, if he truly wanted it, he would have been able to endure the abuse he went through. Yes, that's exactly right. He's the problem, not the state of the world. What a sick, pathetic joke. If this is evolution and we evolved to achieve the best possible outcome for the social group, then why do we act so selfishly and take down those who would improve the group, although they don't fit in with us and make us feel bad about ourselves? It's a disease. It's a counterproductive, self-destructive disease. You know, without God, if we let things play themselves out, only one person would be left, right? We might enjoy the company of others, but as soon as their desires go against ours, we get rid of them. In a robotic artificial intelligence world, why would you need people? Why? Every need is met, you can get pleasure whenever you want, and there is no conflict because you're in total control. So, why, then, would the universe think it would be good to evolve a species to a point where they no longer mingle with each other? To give birth to robotic consciousness? We have our own, which is one of the most complex and amazing things in existence, and the universe wants to go from living matter to a collection of rocks? It's a disease. It's a counterproductive, self-destructive disease. We're relying on the wrong things, we're aiming for the wrong things because we have the wrong thing inside of us, which is a disease. A virus. And only the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit can help us get rid of it. But there's no disease, correct? That's just how we are. The wolf will never lay down with the lamb, and the lion will never eat straw like the ox. We'll forever be in this state. Atheists, did Christianity invent a disease to sell us a cure?